What's up, good people? Season's greetings, man. Can you believe it's December already? What a year it's been, man. What a year it's been. So, over the past year and a half, I've been filming these episodes, and I have a whole bunch of them stored on my computer that I never finished. Probably like 30 episodes, And I have like 6 or 7 episodes about amps, I was originally going to do like Guitkits amps or something like that, another little... Because when I first started this channel, I wanted to do all different kind of helpful hints and this, that, and the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time, do anything really, I'm so, preoccupied with staring at the wall. It takes up a lot of my time as my favorite hobby. But, peace. I don't want to get into, staring at the wall right now. We got things to talk about. I'm not going to waste your time. So, for the next month, special thing, man, there's going to be amp month, man. December is amp month. One time only. That doesn't mean I'm never going to talk about an amp again. Maybe I want to talk about an amp. But, for the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking exclusively about some amps. That I've acquired recently. I'm doing a little tiny bit of work, too. Just a tiny bit of work. Because I'm not that good at electronics. You know what I'm saying? Not that good. So let's start off on a good note. On like a salvation note. Now, a couple weeks ago, I started seeing this Univox amp, this big old Univox amp at the flea market, man. You know what I'm saying? This is probably like when they first started letting people back into the flea market. You know what I mean? And they're like, all right, pandemic's over. Put a mask on. Time to get a whole bunch of stuff to hang out in your basement. So, anyway, I went to the flea market. I saw this Univox amp. I was like, hey, how much on that old Univox amp, man? You know what I'm saying? The first dude who had it, he's like $90. Like $90. And I kept walking. I liked it. Because it had one of those aluminum cone, black dot speakers from the 60s that my son cabinets have. I love those speakers. So, I saw a week later, same guy had it. He's like $50. He's coming down. But still like $50. Late 60s amp. Nothing special. So it went by, and it went through. Then I saw like another guy selling it. He wanted like $45. He's like, I spent $50 on this amp. I was like, sorry to hear that, man. But I'm not gonna spend that on that amp. So it ended up with this guy at the end of the flea market. He's like Mr. Clean Out, man. My man Fish. He had this amp. And I was like, hey Fish, how much on that amp? And by this time it had some water damage on it. Been sitting like under a tarp. I guess he acquired it. Somehow. Swapping, who knows? That's why they call it swap meet, right? So, he's like $40. And I was like, how about $30, my brother? It's okay, $30, So I got it, man. Here it is, man. Let me show it to you. Let me introduce you to my Univox here on the kickoff of Amp Week. Here it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like nondescript. I got a whole bunch of cables with it. Some of them are broken. And we'll put those cables aside. I'm going to flip you around and show you a little bit more about this guy. Alright, so this is like an early guy, you know what I mean? You can put in your guitar, you can put in your mic, put in your organ, you know what I mean? It's got some age to it, but you can tell this is like mid-60s. You know what I'm saying, man? 67. 67-ish, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Get these cables off there. Let's see here. Flip her around. Let's get it. Nice. Sorry about that. It's a nice amplifier. You know what I'm saying? It's a big guy. The fuse in here. Now, Univox, of course, was part of Unicord. Unicord was the distributor in the U.S. for Marshall, right? For Korg. Korg actually bought them out. And they got rid of the brand. This is in the 80s sometime, I think. Not exactly, you know what I mean? Sure about it. They had guitars too, made by Matsumoto. Univox sort of was like a copyist with their circuits, the amp circuits. I believe they have another brand called Stage, I believe is the other brand that they used to sort of get away from the Univox cheap brand. They had a cool line of pedals too in the 70s, man. Got that, you know what I mean, eminent speaker in there. It's a nice piece, man. I mean, they're mostly made in the USA, some of these guys, you know what I mean? Some of them are made with USA components, Japanese components, you know what I'm saying? Big heavy guy. This particular one, like I was saying, oh, so heavy. Oh, was damaged, you know what I mean, in the rain. See that? You see how the fake particle board started expanding down the bottom there? You can see it's all, you know what I mean? That happened recently too, man. You know, when I first saw it, you know what I mean, it wasn't all fucked up. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's got like a weird gurgling sound, you know what I mean? It's like the amp's trying to do what it wants to do, but it sounds like it has a dirty circuit. So we're going to try the easy way. You know what I mean? We're going to try to pull these knobs off here. Carefully, very carefully. Plastic knobs. You know what I mean? And we're going to try to just spray it with electronics cleaner. You know what I mean? Start off our little amp week, you know, amp month correctly, man. You know what I'm saying? The easy way. And if that works, you know what I mean? We'll do a couple more finishing touches and get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Not taking up too much of your holiday time. You know what I mean? Just be with you. Let's get those knobs off. Alright, so we got all them knobs popped off. Knobs have a little set screw in there, man. Little flat head set screws, man. Came off like a charm. And we see enough of the pot now to sort of spray at it. Got some electronical cleaner with a little straw, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to spray in the air and wobble them around. Try to get that gremlin out. Be real careful with these straws, though, when you're done, man. Dispose of them properly. This is what, you know what I mean, transient drug addict squirrels use to sniff cocaine with, man. Those little straws, man. Just telling you, man. Save the environment, man. One squirrel at a time, man. Squirrels' lives matter. Let's get this guy cleaned up, man. Couldn't help myself. I had to open it up. It's kind of hard with this light thing. It's like sort of like pressed on the back there. You know what I'm saying, man? Be real careful with the death cap underneath there. There's a big guy right on this end. Anyway, you know what I mean? I can get at those, you know what I mean, pots a little bit better from this angle. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's clean this guy up. You know what I mean? Get this old sprayer. He likes to be spraying stuff down. Let's do that up. Reassemble it. See? Japanese components. Probably assembled in America. See that? Is that Japan? Oh, don't say it. There's also Sanyo on there on the other side. So those death caps have Sanyo on it. Some of those big boys. See that big boy in there? See that death cap, man? Right next to it is all Sanyo. See that, man? Anyway, let's clean her up, put it back together. I'm just a curious boy. You know what I'm saying? Peace. There it is, folks. Not really much else to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's old mid-60s Univox amp. So, I'll give you like a quick sort of, you know what I mean, demonstration of the reverb and the tremolo, right? And then we'll just sort of play another little song and say peace out. Peace in. Alright, folks, so I got the LTD here, the old LTD. The reason being is it's a really clean sounding guitar. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing some studio work. My boy Ricky, he always asks for this guitar out of all the millions of guitars. So, there it is, man. Got a lot of fluorescent lights around here. Neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Nice sound of the lamp, right? So let's put on some reverb here. Reverb. Oh cool, man. See this tremolo here, man. Tremolo, man. intense experience. Listen to that. Oh no! The army's coming! They got my transport! I'm done, I'm in Florida! Alright, man, let's have one final little show for you guys. You've been a good sport. There it is, folks. Univox U65Rn from the mid-60s. RN is for registered nurse, like my cousin Todd. He's a male nurse. He was abused by his mother as a child, but because she was a relation, I didn't report her. A little bit more reverb on this guy here. Oh yes, a little bit more reverb for the holidays, man. That short tensions band makes nice short ones. Ronnie. Girl, I heard you're getting married. Heard you're getting married. This time you're really sure. And this is the end. You say you really mean it. This guy's the one who makes you feel so safe, so sane, and so secure. Baby, if he really loves you more than me, maybe it's the best thing. Maybe it's the best thing for you. But it's the worst that could happen for me. Peace be with you, Johnny Maestro, Ronnie. Rest in peace, man. And I don't really blame you. A woman like you needs a house and a home.